Kramer. Kramer, that's you? Nah, that ain't Kramer. That ain't Kramer. Big shout out to everybody that's tuning into the channel. Hit that like button up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. 100 men versus one silverback gorilla is the topic today. 100 men versus one silverback gorilla. And hey, listen here, man. I need all my people to come on up in here. Because I'm trying to find my boy John Kramer. Kramer, I need for you to come on up in here, man. Because see, they built this challenge specifically for my boy. They say 100 men versus one silverback. It won't work, and we're going to break this thing down. We're going to break this thing down why 100 men can't beat one silverback. 100 men of any size. But I tell you what, if you give me 5 people bred how John Kramer bred, all I need is 5. I've been told y'all, when I said I had to go, this is way before the challenge came out, when I had to go I was looking for him in the Congo. You know what I'm saying? I've been told y'all, brothers. And now they come out with 100 men versus one gorilla, but they don't know about folk that bred like John Kramer. You know what I'm saying? All I need is 5. But what we're about to do, we're about to look at this video, we're about to break this thing down, man. Brothers, I done seen brothers give all different excuses how they make and take a gorilla down. And we talking no weapons, no weapons at all. But all I'm gonna ask anybody is, have you ever been jumped before? If you haven't been jumped before, then you really don't understand what I'm about to say. If you have been jumped before, or if you've ever jumped anybody before, you would know that if you got 20 people jumping somebody, it's only a good 5 of them, 5, maybe 6, if that many people are really getting good licks in on that person. And we talking about 20 people. Now, if we talking about 100 people, there's no way 100 people can jump somebody. All you doing is making it look like you putting a big crowd around that person, but in actuality, it's only gonna be 5 or 6 people, 4, 5, 6 people, maybe 7. And as the person move around, other people can get their licks in. So 100 people couldn't beat a gorilla. I'm gonna say it like this: technology has made it to where it's not possible. Could you imagine how strong you would be if you swung around on your arms all day long, carrying that weight on your arms all day long? Every day, and that's how you survive all day, every day. Could you imagine how strong you would be? Now, like I said, technology, although we wouldn't be swinging from trees, with all the technology that we have compared to people in prehistoric times and way back in the days, them folk, you gotta understand that it was more physical than we are. All them folk from back then can climb better than we can climb. They probably can run faster than we can run. It's just because they were more physical. So as technology came, it made mankind in general, weaker. So what we're about to do, look at this video real quick, and I want y'all to look at it, man, because this is one of the best analogies I've seen on YouTube yet. Showing you how it would go down. And if you really pay attention to this video, I want you to really pay attention to this video now. Really pay attention to it. Because when you look at it, don't just look at the ones the gorilla hitting. Look at the ones that's around. You got all different kind of people that's going to really be at that particular situation. You got your ones that's going to be faking. You got your ones that's acting like they hitting somebody and they over there swinging that air, they ain't doing nothing. You got some of them over there that's dizzy from taking a punch from the gorilla. You got some over there that's acting like they acting like they dead. You got some over there, they just trying to figure out what they gonna do. And like I said, this is a good analogy, a good video, whoever made this video. And like I said, we don't think about things like the gorilla teeth. You know, gorilla teeth super long. Now, I done seen brothers go to the hospital for punching other brothers in the face and cutting their hand on their teeth. Now, can you imagine hitting a gorilla in the mouth? You're not gonna do nothing but damage. What part of the gorilla are you supposed to hit? Which part of the head is gonna be the softest part? You think that gorilla gonna be stupid enough to let you punch him in the face and just sit there without opening his mouth, without trying to dodge it or punching you before you punch him? You know, and it's the thing. Like they said, the first 10 or 20 people, they're going to be all scattered out, bloody up, body parts gone. Which one of these brothers out the 100 is going to come to that gorilla once he starts seeing body parts fly off? You got a good 25 people that's going to quit when they start seeing body parts get flung off them humans. You know, heads knocked off. I won't be surprised. You definitely going to see some heads get ripped off. And that's the whole big thing about it. When the gorilla get tired, we all know this, he's just that smart that he's going to get away. He's not going to let you get him down. If he feel like he can't handle it, he's going to get away. There's no way 100 people can beat a gorilla, you know? But it's a way a gorilla can beat 100 people because you can't get away from that gorilla. You can't outrun that gorilla if he try to chase you down. You know? And boy, where you gonna climb at? Where you gonna hide behind? You know? Get in the car, he gonna bust the windows, open the door. He's smart enough to see how you got in. You open the door. We all know the gorilla gonna follow behind you. He gonna open the door too. You know, we ain't talking about running from a tiger or a bear or something like that. Something out of the safari. We talking about a gorilla. That's why I say, give me 5 John Kramers. That's all I need. You know, they ain't never seen nothing like that. If they wouldn't have made the challenge up, talking about 100 men. Now, did y'all see how after he beat about 50 of the people up, it was a good 50 of them just sitting over there looking? You know, like I told you, that's a good breakdown of how it's going to really go. Because it's going to be people, man, they're going to be over there wondering. You looking at 50 people over there laid out flat, half of them over there hollering, screaming, crying, blood everywhere. And they wondering, should they jump on them? What's the best way to get this animal? You know? See, when people say they can get them, 100 people can get them, they're thinking about one badass man. Yeah, 100 people, we can take one badass man. We ain't talking about Mother Nature, something God created. You know, them scientists don't know the actual strength of that gorilla that you're going to be fighting. You know, they can say what a gorilla is capable of hitting or what his strength is, what he's capable of lifting and stuff like that. But they actually don't know because they have no parts of that creation. God created that and it's wild. You know, the gorilla's wild. So there's no way 100 people can beat a gorilla, man. I don't care which way you put it. Without weapons, I mean. No weapons involved. And you can actually give yourself brass knuckles. No knives, brass knuckles. You still won't beat the gorilla. And I'm going to say it like this. 100 men, 20 case pocket knives. Not no big long machetes and none of that type of stuff. Case pocket knives, them little small pocket knives. You know what I'm saying? The little yellow ones. 20 of them, the 20 best men, they can get them. You know, 20 men strapped with case pocket knives and 80 more bare knuckle. That gorilla still will run through y'all like coat no. He ain't gonna run through me because I ain't gonna be out there. You know. The first, I'm gonna say the first 30 people gonna be missing teeth. You know what I'm saying? That's off top. You know. And really, they say 100 people versus one gorilla. Now, I'm willing to bet you're not gonna get that first man to leave out that crowd to go be that one to jump on him first. You know, that's gonna be the hardest thing out of The whole situation. To find that first man who want to play tough and badass. I don't care how crazy you want to play. I don't care what kind of medicine you taking. When you stand in front of that 1,000-pound beast, you're going to come to your senses. PBK9s, and I'm out.